Mike Bohn here in Las Vegas ahead of UFC 323 with Edson Barboza, who faces Jalin Turner on Saturday. Edson, another very exciting matchup for you. I guess were you surprised at all by this one because Jalin Turner did retire earlier this year?
Yeah, I surprised. I supposed he retire, but yeah, just one more opponent. Everybody knows. I never choose opponent. UFC offered me him. Say yes, why not?
I don't think I've talked to you since you moved back to lightweight, right? Make that decision. Why did you ultimately? Because I know you said you were enjoying featherweight and you thought that was your best division. Why did you come back?
I'm come back because I think my body start feeling a little bit. I know I can make it 145. I know, but every time get harder, every fight get a little bit harder, and the most important, I lost my social life. Sometimes my wife and my kids go somewhere to eat something. I always have to, take care about my food, what I eat, about my weight, and I was a little bit crazy about that, and yeah, that's one of the reason I went back to 155.
Is that something maybe people don't think enough about when you guys are cutting the weight and making these changes? Like you have to make sacrifices, of course, for any weight cut, but like it can seep into other parts of your life and derail things.
Yes, exactly. Like I said, man, I had so many couple years. I was a little bit crazy. I was checking my weight in the morning, checking my weight afternoon, checking my weight in the night. I was a couple years like that. And like I said, it's not good for my body and especially for here.
It's almost like an eating disorder, right?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I was a little bit had to hold everything, think about all. But yeah, thank God I'm back to a lightweight. I'm happy like right now.
So what do you do now to get like that 10 pounds back where you're not cutting it, but making sure it's still like healthy weight, right?
Yeah, I think that's the most important because it's crazy because I feel when I make 145, I feel in the camp whole year. I don't feel like I make weight to come back and feel relaxed. No, I feel my body still because I'm very daily. I do everything right. I try do everything right. And I feel I'm in camp the whole year. I was like a 3-4 years make 145, but I feel and I don't feel recovery in my body, and that's one of the reasons I'm back.
You've done this so many times at this point. Like how do you take a loss now? Like the fight with Drakkar, like what do you take away from that? What do you need to learn to like take into the next fight after doing this so many times?
Yeah, that's hard. Loss is hard for me. It's still super hard. I never be satisfied with loss. I was so mad as I tried. Learning. The most I think I try get better like always. Because people ask me all the time. I always said to beginner to younger fighters, when you win, you back to the gym, train again, fight. When you lost, back to the gym, train again, fight. And yeah, I try to get better. That's after the fight, I try to get better.
Of course, that's the right way to do it. But yeah, like, do you feel like you're every time you've kind of taken a couple losses, you've bounced back and you managed to do that? You see some of these other guys, like a Tony Ferguson, they'll lose 7, 8, 9, and that's the end of their career. What do you think it's about you, where even though you've had these moments, you've been able to rebound from them every time?
Yeah, yeah. That's one thing I think about. About and of course I don't think about retire right now, but I need to feel competitive. I think that's one of my goals right now. I have to step. I promise to my wife and my mom never say I'm going for money. I'm still feel competitive, especially in the train, especially in the gym. I train more than young kids in American top team, and yeah, I know I'm still competitive. I know I still fight against the best guys in the world. That's one reason I keep in training, try getting better in fight because I still love the sport.
I mean, the fights are still incredible. I think you've got fight of the night, 3 of the last 4, so you're still delivering the bangers.
My last 3 fights, 2-man event.
Yeah. You're still very much here. I mean, what do you think of this fight with Jalin then, right? It seems like it's all there, the ingredients for another incredible fight, but he's a taller guy. He loves to strike. How do you just plan on dealing with everything he brings?
It's going to be a war like always, The type of fight that people like, that I like, it's going to be a war. Like you said, he's a great fighter, he's a great striker. It's going to be exciting fight for sure.
Yeah. And I know, like, he did retire because I think it seemed like his passion maybe wasn't there. And listening to some of his interviews, he said he's kind of like reconnected with God and everything, and that's what's brought him back. But clearly there was something in his mind that led to him stepping away. Is it your job to go in there and kind of put that doubt in there early and be like, hey, you came back, but you're coming back to a hurting here?
No, to be honest, I don't know. I'm not, I don't go there to put that on his mind. I think he knows what's best for him. If he won't come back, it's good for him. He feels he's ready to come back to do this. I always pray all the best for him.
If you get another fight of the night here, I think you'll have the most alone in UFC history. I think you're tied right now with Dustin Poirier, I think.
10 fight of the night.
Yeah. Incredible. How many? Yeah, can we get to a dozen? I think you're close on the lightweight knockout record too. You've been gone for a while, but I think it's Drew Dober at 10, Dustin at 9, and you're at 7. Can we get 3 more or 4 more before we're done? What do you think?
Why not? Yeah. Why not? I'm still on the road. I'm still excited. And the most important, I still enjoy every second. Every time I step in the octagon, and not only in the octagon. And go to the gym, do the diet, try to do everything right. I still love the sport.
This is like the ATT lightweight prelims here, right? You, Chris Duncan, Grant Dawson. Were you training with them much, or do you guys do your own thing?
Yeah, of course, train together, but don't train in the camp because my guy is a little bit different. The guy that I fight is different than him, but it's awesome. Good energy there. I have a Pantoja. These guys, have 5 guys from American top team. I said it's American top team against the world. Yeah. It's gonna be a great night for us for sure.
Yeah, it's incredible. What do you think of the lightweight division right now? They just booked Paddy Pimblett in this interim title fight with Justin Gaethje. What did you think of that booking with Ilia Topuria out of the scene right now?
To be honest, put this Paddy Pimblett to fight for the title. Look at his last 3 opponents, I think he never fight somebody top 15, right?
Michael Chandler, I think, was at like 9 or something, but he had been on a few losses.
And he fight for the belt. Yeah. That's I see a couple guys say, I don't trust in the rank. That's the reason. Yeah. That's not, that's the reason. Yeah. How this guy's gonna be for the title shot? You have an armor, have a lot of guys there to fight for the title shot. Yeah, but I know that's part of the game.
Yeah. I mean, I know you just want to shrug your shoulders, right? But like, you've been around the sport for so long, I'm sure there's times where you felt you deserved the title shot and you were in position, and it's all about timing and opportunity there. But when you look at a guy like that, his last 3 opponents are, I think, 0-3, 0-8, 0-4. Does that like hurt your feelings a little bit, or do you just know that your timing was never right?
Nah, definitely not hurt my feelings, because I know who I am, I know who is my foundation. That's definitely, I don't ask God never about something like that. And to be honest, I just couple questions, about that. But yeah, nothing to do it. It is what it is. That's it.
Who do you think Arman should fight? I know he's kind of part of the team as well. He's the odd man out. He's the one who I think got the worst part of this situation.
If you see the rank, that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
I think so. I think he definitely had to fight for the title, but
one thing I wanted to ask you about before I let you go here, Edson, a lot of people calling this like the year of the spinning elbow. We've seen a lot of nice spinning elbows. You're kind of, I know you haven't got one of those in the UFC yet, but we trust your judgment when it comes to spinning techniques. What do you think is opening this up that maybe was not there? Is it just a product of more fights happening, so it leaves a thing, or is there like something that's happening technique-wise in these fights that's opening that up more so than before?
This is awesome because same thing with the spinning heel kick. You don't see it much. When I do, everybody start try and start work. I think all technique start work when the people do it. I think the people start looking and say, oh, this work. I start practice a little bit more this, and I think that's exactly what happened. It's work one time. People, okay, let's start training a little bit. Work again. Everybody right now try. You see the UFC fight, everybody try spinning with the elbow. But I think more people believe because you guys see it definitely work. Yeah.
Last thing, you mentioned like you're not going to keep doing this unless your intentions are pure, right? Mm-hmm. Does the result of this fight factor into that at all, or are you already thinking about like how many times you want to fight next year and things like that, or is this one important to the future?
Yeah, I don't worry about the future, to be honest. I might go there Saturday night, give my best, enjoy the process, have fun, and let's see what's going on. Let's see what happens in the future.
Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate your time as always. This is going to be a great fight, and you're a legend of the sport, Edson, so it's always a treat to speak with you.
Thank you, Race. Thank you.